everyone, Steve Crosby here, welcoming you to this little YouTube lesson. It's called, You Can't Race Chickens. Why don't we put saddles on chickens and take them to the Kentucky Derby? Would you pay money normally to watch that? Why don't we put saddles on chickens? Well, it's not fair to the chicken, and it's not fun to watch. Now, if we put a saddle on a beautiful Arabian horse in the prime of its life, that's a beautiful thing. So much of our Christian experience can be like putting a saddle on a chicken. We end up doing things that we're not suited to do. It's not fair to you, and it's not helpful to those around you. Sometimes we can come into a church environment or a church culture, and every church has one. Traditional church, organic church, home church, small church, it doesn't matter. Anytime a group of people gather together, there's a culture that goes with it. We want to be accepted so badly that we will adapt and embrace things that are not true to our nature and true to our identity. Let's take a positive example. Imagine you're someone who loves nature and you're out on a hike and you're on the Grand Canyon and you saw a beautiful bald eagle, maybe with a salmon in its talons, fly, 4 feet in front of your face. I actually had that happen to me when I was in Alaska. What kind of adjectives might we use to describe that phenomenon? Awe-inspiring, wonderful, majestic, glorious. Why? Because a creature functioning in the environment that it's supposed to, doing what it was created to do in no conflict with its identity. Now, imagine if you ask that same bald eagle to run a race at the Kentucky Derby. What kind of adjectives would you use to describe that? Wouldn't you instinctively recoil? You would know that something's wrong with this, because that creature is not born to run, it's born to fly. Dear ones, it's the same for each of us. One of the, I would say perhaps the greatest reason this side of eternity for salvation is to recover the image of God in you. To discover, who am I? What have I been given to do? Do I run? Do I fly? Do I swim? What am I? What am I? What is the overflow of my nature? And then to find a place to do it. There are creatures of the air, creatures of the earth, and creatures of water. And you get one of them out of their environment, it's not going to be helpful to them and not a benefit to the world. This world, this creation, is waiting for you and I to be genuinely, totally, completely, authentically, fully human according to Christ, according to His divine mind for us before the foundations of the earth. The way that you and I are going to bless one another and bless the world is to find out who we are. What do we have and where are we called to do it? Unfortunately, religion is very prone to putting saddles on chickens or horseshoes on eagles or wheels on fish. And then we wonder why we get frustrated, we get exhausted, we get tired, we have relational breakdowns, we have emotional breakdowns, we have spiritual breakdowns. Because the whole thing is just out of whack. My job as a leader, and any leader's job, is to help you discover as quickly as possible that image of God in Christ before the foundations of the world that is you. I know that there's a sin problem. Jesus Christ has come and has dealt with the sin problem. God's thought about me before the foundations of the earth was not contaminated with the sin. There's a Steve Crosby thought that he likes and he wants to see on the earth. It's been damaged by sin, defiled by sin, but Jesus has come to redeem that. Part of your redemption is to be fully who you are in Christ for the benefit of the world. If this sounds interesting to you, could I ask you to check out our blog article called You Can't Raise Chickens at swordofthekingdom.com. Check out some of our other materials at stevecrosby.com. And in the month of September of 2013, we're running a special opportunity related to a church survival guide, how you can survive a bad church experience. And there's some free materials you can get there. If you just go to badchurchexperience.com, you should be able to sign up and get some free resources. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again the next time. Bye.